Third round begins. New Hope taking on Amory in the third round. Ryan Burt with the first hit of the ball game in the second, and it's a big one to deep left field. Gets down, and that'd be a stand-up triple for Burt. But Amory settles in. Hunter Jones able to get the strikeout. Burt stranded on the bags. No score through two. But in the third inning, New Hope starts clicking. Bases loaded for Peyton Springfield. Liner to short. Amory trying to turn two, but the play isn't made at first. That's going to bring home Whittington. So that's the first run of the ball game. Then that man one more time, Ryan Burt. I don't know how this one stays inside the yard. It's off the wall, and that's going to bring home another 2 runs, so a 2-run triple for Burt, his second of the ball game. It'd be a 4-run inning for New Hope, and it'd be a party for the Trojans the rest of the way. New Hope dominates game 1, 9-0. A 1A battle on the diamond. Hamilton taking on the defending champ Nanawaya Warriors. Bottom second. Sam Robinson heats things up with a shot right up the gap. Nathan Fast lives up to his name and gets home for the Lions. So Hamilton strikes first, but then they score again on a wild pitch. That brings Robinson home, so it's a 2-0 lead for Hamilton. But top of the third, Jake Kite showing off the power. Sends a ball right over the wall. 3-run mashed taters. Gives the Warriors a 3-2 lead, but bottom of the third, Lions resilient. Jamie Dean Atkins with a base hit. That brings home the tying run, so it's 3-all. But here comes Nanawaya. Cody Clark with a grounder to short. Lions not quick enough. That scores Trevor Holderness. It's another Nanawaya lead, followed shortly by Coley Taylor. Knocked through the left. That brings home Taylor Higginbotham. So that's a 4-run inning for Nanawaya, but how about Hamilton? Roaring back in this one. The Lions take game 1 10-7. Nanawaya will have to defend home field in game 2 tomorrow. A lot of scouts on hand for the 1A playoff matchup between TCPS and Smithville, and those scouts seeing Jared Johnson. The man is a stud on the mound, but showing off the wheels and the bat this time, waltzing in for a stand-up double. He'd be forced at third, but Cole Huey gets a hit to center to drive in Todd Cowley. And that's how Smithville gets on the board first. It's 1-0. Just as the Eagles are set to bat, the lights would go out. It'd be an hour delay. Who forgot to pay the power bill? But it wouldn't matter because the Eagles get right back to work. Canyon Fleener walked Judd Carroll with a nice bunt to get Fleener in scoring position, and he'd be brought home thanks to John Paul Yates. That tied the ball game up at 1, but Smithville dominates the rest of the way, winning 7-1. Heritage Academy back home taking on Indianola Academy. Pat's looking to wrap up the series. Cole Ketchum on the mound, tossing the sauce early on, gets the strikeout with 2 men on to get out of the jam. Not much different in the second. Ketchum again racking up the Ks. Game remains scoreless. But in fourth inning, Colonel's up by 1. J.R. Lott knocks one through left to give the Pats a base hit. K.J. Smith at the plate. But here goes Lott, stealing second base. He would later score to score the first run for the Pats. Heritage knocks off the reigning champs down in Indianola 4-1. Let's get to some scores. How about on a Thursday night? Oxford falling to DeSoto Central 4-0. Saltillo defeats Lewisburg 11-7. Lafayette tops Ridgeland 15-8. Pontotoc, thanks to a Pico Townsend 3-run homer, takes down Ripley 5-4. Houston defeats North Pontotoc 7-4. Calhoun City wins 3-0. Boonville gets the dub 8-5. Lake defeats Ingomar 8-7 on a walk-off balk. Then in softball, Lafayette falls to Neshoba Central 2-0. Philly defeats Eupora 5-2.